YouTube and Facebook fuckers. I wanted to share a simplistic recipe that's very delicious. So I'm doing it a little bit different. Most of the time I would buy raw, deveined, whatever, Publix typically, but I had a bag from Walmart. And my girlfriend also picked up some cooked. I don't think she knew the difference, so boom, there's the cooked. So this is why the improvisation comes in. Normally I would take these, pull the tails off, throw them in a pan that has been sprayed with none other but olive oil non-stick spray. Okay, and then you throw your shrimp in there and you leave it. You don't turn it on yet because you gotta wait for other shit to cook, right? But so I just put a little bit of the frozen with the raw. The cooked. A little bit of the raw with a little bit of the cooked. I'm going to take the cooked and I'm going to add it there later. Okay? So, rice has all kinds of funny, fucked up ways to be cooked. I take the salt like this and I go boom in the pan. After spraying the bottom, helps with the sticking. And then I get one of these cups here. You can get any cup you want, and I fill it up 2.5 times with water and then 1 time with rice. Take the rice, dump it in there, rinse it, do this kind of thing with it until the milk water turns clear. Otherwise, you'll see it. It comes out like milk. I had a half bag of these. I'm a firm believer that you gotta have vegetables with every meal. You can't eat just shrimp and rice. You gotta have vegetables. So what I do, I wait till the water's boiling, dump the half bag in here. And of course, every single fucking lid that I've ever had in this house disappears except for lids that don't fit our pots. We got plenty of lids, but they don't fit our pots. Same thing with the Tupperware. And it's all my fault. So, that's what we got right now. Steaming rice and vegetables. I'm gonna give it a quick, Oh, and by the way, the measurements I gave you will work with any container. 15 minutes. Got 3 to go. See, there's just a little water left in there. 15 minutes, and you're typically done. There is a little bit of extra water. I just take the lid off and let it steam for another minute or 2 while I'm watching it. Boom. And that is the time when I'll turn this heat up to about 6. Now, if you wanted to make this into shrimp fried rice, it's very easy. You would take a pan like that, coat it, and then you would, scramble some eggs separately. Separately, motherfuckers. Separately is a very big point. And then you take some Worcestershire, some white pepper, some black pepper, and some soy sauce. You throw it in here, turn it all around, throw your eggs in, last minute as well as your cooked shrimp. That's shrimp fried rice. Tonight, we're not having shrimp fried rice since we had that last night. Tonight we're having Bud Ice and Tito's and sweet and sour shrimp. It's going to be delicious. When I get to that next point, I'll be back. Pressing pause now. Alright, I'm back. So the little timer just went off. Beep. We're down to the last minute. See that there? Wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the front on. And we want... Oh, my stove's dirty. Wonderful. We want about 4. Now, you see that little bit of liquid in there? That's because the shrimp was frozen. That is not excess oil. I want you to know that. I just sprayed the pan, so that's like water, like coming from the shrimp. Maybe I'll bump it up here. Ew, beep beep, motherfucker. All right, so there's your 15 minutes, right? And the nice part about adding just a little extra water is you won't burn your rice. And if you do have a little extra water, that's why I put 2.5 cups instead of 2.25 or just 2 even, compared to 1 cup of rice. Look at that. It's nice and wet, but I let it sit for a minute, you know, and then it dries out. It doesn't come as wet. I put salt, pepper in my rice all the time, unless specific recipes call for no pepper. Then I just put the salt. But washing it is the best thing I can tell anyone. You have to wash the rice, otherwise it comes out fucked up. But salt, pepper, and veggies, boom. Now it can be the base of your dinner. Look at that, already starting to cook. So my plan here is to get this to start cooking a little bit. I'm going to grab the tongs. I'm going to flip these here in a minute or so and just get them started almost all the way cooked, because overcooked shrimp, horrible. And then I'm going to take my La Choy sweet and sour, dump it in there, heat it up. It'll finish cooking throughout. During that process, look how fast it is. It's already turning pink and shit. And I had this on, yeah, I mean, if I was going to be frying these for another reason, I would cook them longer on each side and get a little bit of a char, actually. But this, I'm going to have to set the phone down and drain some of this water out. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so actually, I just found my strainer. How useful is that shit? And we're going to take the front, I'm going to turn it down to like a 2. Don't forget, your rice is still sort of on. See how it started to dry out some? Turn it around, let the wet side steam. It'll be perfect. Perfect timing. That's what it's all about, timing. And seasonings, of course. And then, bada bing. Alright, so there's, can't even tell which ones are cooked and which ones aren't, huh? How about that? Or should I say which ones were raw and which ones came cooked? Gotta set the phone down. Here, look at my counter for a minute. Isn't my counter cool? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna use that much. Turn out to be half a bottle almost. Now, this is kind of a large meal for one individual. And that's actually way too much fucking sauce. When I pull it out, half of that sauce. So I could have used a quarter of a bottle per person. So I would say 1 bottle for 4 people. And that's estimating you're giving about 12 to 15 shrimp per person. That could actually feed 4 people, light servings. 2 people, 2 fat asses, large servings. 1 person, well, you're just fucking obese. Yeah. So, anyway. Final product to come. Basically, I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer. Simmer, simmer. It's going to get nice and hot. So once the sauce gets hot and then it finishes cooking off the who's you stank it? The shrimp. I'm going to drop that on a plate or a bowl. I'm going to ooze this over with a little bit of sauce. And I'm going to try to save the remaining sauce because it's only me eating shrimp out of this. I'm not going to put anything else in this. I'm not, you can use it for chicken and do the exact same recipe. But I'm only going to use it for shrimp, and I know that. So I'll take whatever sauce is extra from there, put back in here, pop it in the fridge. I can have the same shit tomorrow night because I got all this extra rice, or a couple days from now even. I know some of y'all are fucking weirdos about, if it wasn't made last night, I'm gonna throw it out. Well, guess what? There's starving kids outside the same fucking house, like in your neighborhood, when you're throwing food away. Fuck you. Alright, be back. Alright, so I'm back. I just had a sneezing fit, so excuse me. But I stirred the rice one more time. You can see it's not wet, it's not dry. Perfect. This, just starting. See how it's bubbling just a little bit, nice and slow. That's all you really need. Everything else is already cooked. You just want it heated all the way through. So, I'm gonna take some rice, Let's see if I can do this while holding Z foam. You know what I need? A motherfucking scooper. Scooper trooper. Alright, so scoop out some rice. Plop it on there. Maybe one more. Okay. Yep, lots of rice. Oh, by the way, little trick. That is the pan, or the plate that I used on the pan. And to cook the rice. And just a thought, it helps because that plate's hot. It keeps food hot. I'll take this and scoop it out. And I'm going to have to use two hands here, so hold on a sec. Okay. So, it may not look like a lot, but there's still a lot of sauce in there. I don't believe in wasting nothing, so I'm going to put that back in the bottle here after a little while. Pan's off, just let it cool. And there she is. Vegetables, starches, meat, all together. Fucking-licious. Thanks. I think I'm going to start doing this. I might share some more of my recipes. If you want me to, then let me know. Comment, like, all that kind of stuff. If you think it sucks, put the little thumbs down button and then tell me why. Alright, bye.